The file you are about to hear has been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted. Item number SCP-7404. Object class neutralized. Threat level green. Special containment procedures. The SCP-7404 slot has been designated the burial site of the entity and arranged as such. To this end, SCP-7404 has been declassified to the public. Description: SCP-7404 was a hostile, infovorous entity that could traverse analog and electronic database systems. When encountered, it generally manifested as a drawing of a mythological hellhound. The entity was first encountered by the SCP Foundation on 13 February 2010 when it was caught eating the contents of the USN VBR Site-56 database backup. Between then and 1 April 2022, the entity would regularly target the Foundation's data centers, eating as much as it could before detection. It was contained 6 times, where it would remain for an average of 6 months before escaping. Unlike most infovores, the entity was subject to disease and aging. Drawings of the entity aged as time went on, and from December of 2021 onward, examination of such drawings revealed it to be suffering from hemangiosarcoma. On 4 January 2022, the entity willingly entered containment and established communication with the Foundation. The entity knew of its condition, and in return for comfort care and future burial, it agreed to cease its hostilities. These terms were accepted on 6 January 2022. The entity passed away on 13 February 2022. Per its request, it was buried in this file. Addendum. The entity envisioned its grave in a lush garden full of poppies, flowering cacti, fig trees, and lily of the Nile. It imagined these gardens teemed with butterflies and honeybees, and that small birds might perch upon the trees to sing pleasant songs to all who gathered. A small pond would cut through these gardens, where koi and pond skaters swam freely about. This garden would be marked with benches and walkways, just enough to relax its guests, but not enough to encroach upon its natural beauty. Visitors would always be welcome, provided they did not disturb this secluded place. In the center of the garden would stand a mausoleum, locked from within. Visitors may peer through the iron bars of its doors, at the coffin, upon which a stone facsimile of the entity sits, with an unknown man in repose. Otherwise, they may read the poem engraved upon the mausoleum's 4 faces. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, join my Discord community, hire me on Fiverr, or help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. The links are in the description. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their link's in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work, and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.